Hello, everyone. Yeah, man, we here. We back live.
Back at it again.
You already know. I want to do a little episode 23 right here. Definitely have some things to talk about. Keep you guys a little, keep these thoughts flowing. I guess I would say to put in better terms. I want to talk about this new decade, new beginnings for some, for a lot actually. Um, it's 2020. A lot of us, especially a lot of people in our generation, like we're gonna fucking grow up, man,
Yeah,
getting older.
This is literally our prime decade when you think about it. Like everything that happens in this decade is gonna determine our lives right now.
Yeah, I think time is now, bro.
Yeah, like
Try to make these moves. Take it, my nigga. If you're taking your L's, I'd rather take it now. If I'm taking my L's, I'm taking my failures. I'd rather take it now rather than later. I'm older, probably got a family and stuff, and you can't make decisions just solely on
the
yourself.
margin of error is very, very slim when you get older.
But now, man, you could take L's, you could reflect, you could always improve on yourself, you could take lessons from it and build your way up. But man, just want to say it again, this is GilbertSzn again, the host, again, episode 23. I got my guest again over here.
Edward, you already know.
All right. So we're gonna dive into this a little bit, and in this discussion, like things that is most likely gonna happen in this decade, like in this decade, like what, we 22, you 23, like before the decade ends, we're gonna be 30, 31, 32.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, bro. And that's in just a couple years, bro.
Yeah. In the next 10 years, we're gonna go from where we are now to, God willing, at the end of the decade, we're gonna be married, hopefully.
Yeah.
Kids, we're gonna be in our careers.
Right.
Like, school is gonna be an afterthought. Like,
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, it's gonna be an afterthought. And like I said, bro, the margin for error right now, or like throughout this decade, it gotta be slim, man. We can't. Our time is now.
Time is now, bro.
We gotta break through the wall right now.
Sometimes go through the sacrifices to get what you want to get or achieve what you want to achieve. Pardon me. So I want to talk about, man, like in this decade, most likely, like a lot of our peers, people that we encounter, people that we know, people that we don't know yet, but we will know in our life, of course, in the future. We're gonna experience a lot of marriages in this decade. Like, oh
New
shit,
friendships.
You got a friend, this nigga's already married, he invites you, like this shit like that.
Baby showers.
Baby showers. You know how many people are pregnant right now?
Yo, that's funny too. Like, yo, in our generation right now, like a lot of people getting pregnant very, very young. Like 20, some might say it's not young, but like 20, 21, 22, people aren't getting onto their second kid or their first kid and shit.
You know what it is? Niggas is adults now.
Yeah, bro. Like, when you're younger, you don't really think about that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, you're not saying, oh, yeah, I'm about to have a kid at 20. Like, you're not thinking about that when you're 16. You're thinking like, oh, I'm going to have a kid when I'm 30. When you're 21, you're about to have your second kid.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
That shit is beastie. But, hey, man, shout out to all those people that are young and having kids, man. It's not easy. I know that for sure.
It's not.
For me personally, so far, I'm glad I don't have a kid. Not saying that I actually do want kids when I get older, but I feel like
the time is not
personally now. All right, this is how I word it, bro. I word it. I can't wait for the day to become a father because I feel like that will be one of my precious moments in my life.
Yeah, one of your best achievements.
And I feel like that'll be dope as fuck. But right now, at the moment, I don't think I'm capable or in the best situations for me to have a kid.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, you have a kid that kind of just. Not kind of, it does. It changes your life 100%, and you have to become a different person, and you have to be cautious. You gotta be cautious that all your decisions you make impact that little child.
Yeah, the child. Every decision you make is gonna affect that child.
And you can't even be selfish at that point.
You can't. You gotta live for that child.
You got $50. You be like, yeah, like hypothetically right now, I got $50. It's Friday night. Fuck it, let me go out, buy a bottle, link up.
Yeah.
Nah, you got a kid. Those $50, you gotta buy milk, Pampers, diapers, fucking food, like, and then you can't go out because you gotta sacrifice. That's sacrifice. But it kind of throws you off. Or like, let's say you're trying to pursue a certain career or a certain path, it slows you down, or it maybe derails you. You know what I mean?
Especially for females, like, or for women. For women, my fault. Especially for women, like. That shit, like, as men, we gotta support the women like a lot during that time because, like, think about how far back it pushes them when they get pregnant. Like, they gotta miss time off work.
Definitely.
Then the employer looks at them funny now because they're gonna be like, oh, she has to call out constantly because of the kid.
Yeah.
They be like, what is it called? Like, they judging the woman because she has a kid. They're not judging us as men. They're not thinking like, oh, I'm gonna hire the man because I know he's not gonna have to call out.
And that's where the gender discrimination comes in.
Which is whack, but
sucks. But that's sadly the reality of it. That's life right now.
And unfortunately, all of that's gonna happen in this decade.
For the most part, man.
Decade forward.
Shit. More towards the end of the decade, I would like to have a kid, or I think I'll be in a better position to have a kid.
Just the beginning of the next decade will be nice too.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front.
Look, 32, 33, 34. 30, if I'm 34 and I have my first kid at 34, I did good. Low key, because when I think about it, it's like with the career I want to get into, I know I'm about to be retired soon. With that, like at that age, so I know like I could put my focus on making sure that I give that child a better upbringing that I had, you know.
Definitely.
Put him or her in a better situation.
Him or her.
You know, yeah. I'm sorry, no offense, but I would like to have a daughter just because it gives me a good reason to buy a gun.
Question. Fucking me. Fuck it, man. As guys, sometimes fuck all that shit. How many kids you think ideally you would want for yourself?
I would like to have 3.
And what's the stretch?
The stretch for me?
A stretch that you is like a stretch, but you still would do.
I ain't going front. Knowing myself, I wouldn't be surprised by the time I'm 40, I got like 6 or 7. Low key. Oh. The reason why I say that is because like, you know, like let's say like you with a girl, you with your wife, and like she gets pregnant. After that, it's easier for her to get pregnant. You know, like the odds are like
onto the top. Yeah, until they get to that age. Yeah.
So I know myself, like as men and as women know themselves too. Like when you married and shit, like you know, you constantly doing what you gotta do.
Yo, but high key, bro. Like I know this is off topic, but now it came to me, so I want to talk about it, because you know this is what that podcast is, man. There's gonna be things that are we touching upon, and there's things that come in, but low key, you don't think that now that we're getting older around this age, women might agree too. They look to settle down quicker than men, only because I feel like they consciously know they're on the clock. Like at a certain age, they know their eggs is limited.
But men too, though, like.
Not because men be still doing their functions.
Yeah, but low key we on the clock, bro. Because you don't want to be a 50-year-old like with 10 baby moms and shit.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like as a man, you go, you're for the most part until you like really washed, like this is an old ass nigga or whatever. You could still produce like through sperm.
I'm gonna be 60 wild in that 60, bro. I'm gonna be bugging that. I hope so. You know, I hope, but at 60, bro, I'm gonna be bugging. But I don't know about you, but I'm in there like swim where, bro.
You swim with the fishes. Not with the sharks.
That's a fact.
Boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, like with women, you know, they feel on the clock, so sometimes that they don't. They get through that phase where it's like, nah, like now it's time to settle down a little bit. Now it's time to get more serious about shit. And I do understand, you know, like they're on the clock, like that ass, and sometimes you know their eggs, they have limited amount of eggs. Sometimes they keep trying and that shit don't work, you know. So they especially when they get closer to like 30, 31,
you feel pressured at that point.
Exactly.
And you gotta go like the family events and gonna be like, oh, you still not married, you still don't got a kid.
Type shit, yeah.
Like, where's my grandchild or something like that? Like, at the end of the day, we all on the clock. So just know within this next decade, like expect a lot of your friends to tell you, give you that text telling you, yo, my girl pregnant, we having a baby shower.
Type shit,
yo, you're invited to my wedding, I'm about to get married. Like expect that this decade, like that shit go by fast, bro.
Nah, you fly by, bro. You get
like
older.
Yo, I blinked and it was 2019, bro. It was just 2010. Like I was just watching like LeBron making the decision and all that shit. And now it's about to be 2020.
Now we talking about decades. The last decade, niggas grew a lot because we was like young teenagers.
10 years ago.
2010 was that?
13, I was 13.
12.
I was 13, bro.
Damn,
I was a little boy, bro.
Son.
Little boy, no play.
That is nerdy. Crazy,
yeah, bro, with the tape on the glasses and everything, bro. I was a little nerd, bro. You know.
But that is crazy. And niggas went from a young teenager to a teenager.
Not even a teenager yet,
Preteen to teenager.
Think about it like this: let's put the decade into perspective. At the beginning of the last decade, we were kids. We're finishing the decade and we're already adults. Not even teens. Like, we're not even teens, bro.
We went through a whole 2 steps or 3.
Yeah, whatever. We jumped from kids in one decade. We jumped from kids to low-key young adults.
Young adults.
And like that should put the perspective of how time flies.
And growth too.
Yeah, and how you grow. Like, you went from at 12, I was in like what, 6th grade?
Type shit,
something like that.
Something like that.
To finishing college at the end of the decade. Like, I remember when I was young, I used to be like, yo, I can't wait to finish school. And then like I blink. Yeah. And like, I'm done with school. It's like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean I'm done with school? Like, now you're thinking like, damn, am I growing too fast?
But you know what's crazy? I feel like the good thing, at least out of that, is that when you go back at a decade and you see the growth,
yeah,
it gives you a realization that, you know, like, make every time worthwhile, enjoy every moment, because you know you you don't know exactly, you don't know when you're gonna get that opportunity again, or that situation, or that moment, or that happiness too.
And it's crazy too. Like, in one decade, you like. After y'all watch this, I want y'all to sit back and tell yourselves, think back to the last decade and say, how many people did I meet that are no longer in my lives?
Type shit.
Men, think about how many women that are no longer in your lives. Women, think about how many men that's no longer in your lives.
Yeah.
Even worse, the worst case scenario, think about how many family members you lost. Like, one decade,
a lot
you can lose it all.
Yeah.
But since it's a new decade, the question is, does that like mean that it's a new beginning?
I feel for the most part, yes. Only because, like, for example, I'm speaking mostly for people in our generation, right, in our age group. Yeah, only because like we mentioned, like, there's gonna be a lot of life-changing things, like you said, like baby showers, weddings, possibly marriage, kids. Also, like, we eventually, for the most part, things goes right, we're gonna be in a different position than we are today, financially, home wise, transportation wise.
That hood shit gotta.
Yeah, fucking.
Can't like, go to the park just to chill, just cause.
Nah. And I see that, bro. And
bro.
Like,
people that are 30
again. Everybody has their own mind. Everybody can do whatever the fuck they want. But just from my realization from where I stand, I'm like, damn, like, you look stagnant.
Yeah, like,
I don't want to feel stagnant at all.
One thing I said for myself, like, for me, I agree with you. Like, this new decade is literally a new. Every decade, like you see people say, like, new year, new me.
Same shit.
You should never set your goals within a year, because then you feel like you let yourself down at the end of the year.
Yeah.
If you set them within the decade, like, by the end of the decade, this is where I want to be. You're giving yourself a 10-year plan to get there. There's no rush. There's room for errors. Like, if you make a mistake, all right, I still got more time. But if you do that within the years, like, yo, the year flies by fast.
365.
So you can, like, yo, I set a goal for the beginning of the year. I said, yo, this year, I'm going to start smoking hookah. It's 10 days in. I was smoking hookah 10 days in a row. And I told myself I was going to stop. But if I would have set that goal for myself for 20 years, for the decade, from 2020 to 2029, I probably would be able to stop by then.
Okay.
But I rushed myself and said, I got to do it this year. When I don't. I got my whole life. Of course, I would like to do it as soon as possible, but you got your whole life to plan that.
Yeah.
Financially, like, I want to save money. I want to start investing. I'm going to do that this year. But why you got to do that right now? How about you plan to that investment? Like, yo, you know what? It's 2020. By 2025, I want to be investing in some stocks. Or I want to invest in a company. Or I want to open a business. Why you got to be like, this year I'm going to do it. And then you fail and then you hurt by it.
Yeah.
So I feel like a new decade is the beginning. It's like the beginning to where all your dreams come true. Especially for our generation. If you are 20 to 26, this is your time. This is literally your time. This decade is your time. Because if you're 26, that means you're going to be 36 at the end of the decade. You tight. At 36, you tight. I'm sorry. You know, for everybody who's 36, God bless her, but you're going to be tight at that age that you didn't get to do all the shit that you really wanted to do.
Yeah, facts, right.
And if you're 20, you're going to finish the decade at 30. If you're 20, your time is definitely this decade. 20, 21, 22, 23, like us. Like, this is your time right now. Like, make your mistakes 2020, 2021. Because after that, it's like, they're going to start looking at you funny when you're 25 and you out here fucking in the park just knocking.
That shit's lame, bro. Like, it's whack. There's no fun for that.
Fucking with a red cup with water in it, talking about, yeah, I'm sipping lean. You're not sipping lean, but you're sipping water. You're thirsty because it's hot.
I just thought about something right now. How do you, for yourself, of course, what ultimately will make you satisfied in life? Like, let's say you start getting older and older and older. Let's say somewhere around, your 40s, you're like, you true adulthood.
Yeah.
Where would you say what are some things that need to happen for you, or what are some things you're looking for that you could achieve for you to say, yo, I'm happy or I'm successful? Because everybody has their own definition.
Of course,
there's levels to it. So for you, what do you think that is?
For me, the most important thing from now to like that age where I'm like 35, 40, it's really stability. Like,
fuck with that.
You don't want to be, or even consistency. Like, you don't want to be inconsistent at 40. Mm-hmm. Like at that age, you really, like, you don't want to be inconsistent.
Right.
You want to be stable. You want to have a stable home, stable job, stable environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what it is. Like nobody wants to be 40 thinking about, when's my next check is coming in, when's my next meal coming in. It happens, but you don't want to be, working paycheck to paycheck at 40. Because at 40, you can't really be working paycheck to paycheck.
Bro, yeah.
Because now you got to start planning for your retirement. Because that means you got from 40 to 60 when you could have been doing that from now, 20.
Yeah.
So you gotta use your advantages, bro. But for me, like, stability is like a major key for me. As long as I'm stable, I know, like, from a stable standpoint, I can increase. There's no there's no lower. But for you, like, what would you say?
For me, I feel like definitely stability, like you said. Not having to feel like I'm living paycheck to paycheck, because like, life does happen. Reality hits. Sometimes things go unplanned. Sometimes things are unannounced. So, like, in case of a situation, like, oh, you lose your job, or your house got damaged, or a car, or whatever, like, you still could have enough savings or whatever to fix those things. And I feel like, damn, like, I'm tight as in, like, money tight. You know what I mean? And still work through that. And also, I feel like for me, have a stable family, man. Like, have a good spouse, someone you either build with or are working to build on for the long term.
At 40 though, like at that point, the building process gotta be like.
No, it kind of gotta be semi-built, but I feel like it's never enough. Like, you can always keep building.
Of course, that's the goal.
So, but like, like I'm saying, like, I would like to have a spouse that, is doing their thing, I'm doing my thing, but at the same time, we like working towards the end goal, the end game. That makes sense.
So, like, how do you feel about this though? Let's say, like, from you're 22 now, by be 23. So let's say 23.
Mm-hmm.
So you're 23. So let's say, like, by the time you're 43, how do you feel? Like, let's say you meet somebody to, like, right now, y'all start talking, whatever, y'all do what y'all gotta do, and then y'all end up in a relationship, and this is the person you want to build your future with. What advice or what goals would you give to make sure that y'all two, of course, go on with the plan of building, but doing it in a way where you're not stopping each other's growth? Because like nowadays, like, somebody has to take a back seat for the next person, for them to grow, and I feel like that holds the person taking the back seat back. Because then when that person gets to their level, they're gonna be like, damn, yo. Some people are gonna be like, damn, yo, now I gotta wait for him to catch up. So I feel like, for me, let's say you started, dating with somebody and y'all growing, like, I feel like they gotta do their thing to succeed for themselves. You gotta do your thing to succeed for yourself, and then y'all take that together. But like, what advice would you give, or how would you interpret that?
I feel like very definitely have a strong communication. I feel like that's really important. Understand each other's partners, their likes, their dislikes, what they enjoy, what they don't enjoy. Definitely be open-minded to try new things within each other as well.
What do you mean by that, though?
New things, as in, like, try to do things so you can work on your relationship, like building it as well, such as, like, going to different places, more bonding, like, intellectually, more support, definitely emotional and physical support, like
mental support,
all that.
The mental support is the biggest support.
Like everybody wants to be supported, especially from the closest ones, so, like, definitely be there for one another. If you have a goal, you want that support, and it's a good direction and trajectory you're going to, definitely be there for one another, man. Like, that's important. And sometimes sacrifices, there's gonna have to be a lot of sacrifices too between both people, like,
that's nice,
to make things work as well, and understand each other's space as well. I'm actually reading something that one of my friends he recommended me to read. It's kind of like a book, but it's not really. It's digital actually,
Okay.
and the chapters are not that long, but it's giving me some type of wisdom. So I'm obviously not done, but I want to keep reading it when I have some time to not overwhelm myself and distract myself sometimes from reality or whatever. But it gives you an insight, man, of how to work through things and how to open your mind to sometimes like when you feel like you have resentment or like you sometimes make an impulsive decision or you make an irrational decision based on your emotions rather than when you're level headed and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
feel like those are key components to that
Yeah.
type of thing going on.
Like to piggyback on that a little bit, like that point right there is important. Like I feel like a lot of us struggle where we that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
A lot of us struggle where we like let's say you get into an argument with somebody, let me see. Like let's say you get into an argument
I
with
got it.
somebody, right?
Yeah.
And you feel like you just gotta get the revenge right there. Like let's say they said some hurtful shit to you, you feel like you gotta say something hurtful
Like,
back.
oh, this nigga violate, so I gotta violate
Like you
back.
gotta violate back.
Yeah,
when
that shit.
you think about it though, like you're really and this has happened to me, you'll really hurt them more just by saying
And you hurt
what?
yourself more too.
Yeah, but you say, you know what? You got it, bro. You right. That's how you feel? Copy, bro. You right. Because then they're gonna look at you like, damn, yo, I just did all this shit. This nigga didn't even care, bro. I just said this shit. This nigga, you bum, whatever. This nigga didn't even care that I said that. And then you know what you do? You prove them wrong with actions. Because at the end of the day, what is words gonna prove? I can say I'm gonna be a billionaire. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be a billionaire.
You gotta do.
You gotta do it. You got action.
Yeah.
So sometimes like when somebody says hurtful shit or whatever, like somebody try to bring you down, just be like, yo, you got it, you right, bro. Cool, I'm not gonna be nothing. Copy.
You got it, girl. You got it.
Like copy, like
you got it. That's all.
You're not gonna
That's all.
like copy. I ain't gonna be shit. But 10 years later, when I'm doing my thing and you struggling, I'm gonna say, but what happened? I thought I was a bum. I thought I was nobody. I thought I was never gonna amount to nothing. What happened? Sometimes you gotta support the people around you.
Definitely.
Because for example, if I don't support Gilbert and what he wanna do, like that could low-key fuck with him because he's gonna be like, damn, this is supposed to be my nigga, and like he's giving me no support. Then you start to wonder, is that really my friend?
Type shit.
And then it's like that's gonna throw you off your game if you have a real friendship. If you think you have a real friendship with somebody, it's gonna throw you off your game. Like, damn, yo, like you worrying about that when you should be worrying about succeeding. So like when everybody around you is supportive, don't be a yes man, but support.
Mm-hmm.
And always like you said, bro, level headed in every situation, bro. If somebody violate, okay, bro. Violate.
And the thing too, like what I implemented last year, and I want to keep going forward in life as well. I try to stay myself composed. So like whichever situation is thrown at me, good or bad, like I try not to get myself too high or I try to get myself too low. I try to stay level because like you get yourself too high, you raise the expectations. Then when you don't meet those expectations, you feel let down. Yeah. And the same way, if you're too low and it's above your expectations, you can feel overwhelmed and you feel like So you try to stay level headed. And something that I implemented for myself, it may work for some of you guys. It's up to you guys. Whenever something is wrong, man, of course, reflect on it. Of course, you're gonna be upset, but always have this mindset like, yo, things that could be worse, man.
That's facts. And for some people, that is worse.
That is worse. Like, so it's like, damn, like
if you feel like, yo, shit is not going my way, always remember, there's always somebody that has it way worse than you and would love to be in your shoes. So a good thing I always tell people is just you gotta be grateful. Be grateful for what you have right now, because I'm telling you, there's a bunch of people that will give up their arm just to be where we at. Like I know I will give up my leg just to start where, not to say nothing racial, but to start where, Caucasian people start at.
Yeah.
Like you see, like they got an unfair advantage. I will give up my leg just to start there, bro, because I know the opportunities are endless.
Facts.
But I love the fact that I'm starting at a lower level.
It gives you some type of humility and be more
humble too. And it's just gonna be so much sweeter when I'm up here.
You overcome deficits and stuff,
and they still down here. It's gonna be like a sweet feeling. I'm like, yo, I did that, and sometimes it makes you stronger as a person. I feel like struggle makes you stronger. Builds character. Yeah, it makes you like if you never had to struggle your whole life and shit just get handed to you. Like I feel like that's a ticket to being a successful.
I feel like that leads to ignorance too.
Yeah,
because you're not open minded to other people's situation, standards, and life struggle. You know what I mean? And I was gonna say like, yeah, man, like something that I also want to implement for myself is try to be better today than I was yesterday.
Every day, yeah.
Every day, and like that, every progress is even the small progress is progress itself. Everybody got their own pace, you know, and it's understandable. But for me, like, I would like to be in a position like 20 years from now where my side hustle, my side projects become my main hustle and my main project and my main source of income. Because personally, like you do, realistically speaking, gotta work for somebody else, and we always gonna work for somebody else, even as an entrepreneur. Like I don't know if you pay taxes, you're working for somebody else. But I would like to at least be more in control of my daily lifestyle. Yeah. And do something that I enjoy, bro. You know what I mean? Like this podcast, like it can go a long way. I'm planning and doing things to expand and create more content, expand it to a different world. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if shit goes right, man, I would like for this to be my main shit, man. Like, you know, and I get inspired, man. I watch a lot of podcasts from different types of topics, different people. And that's just all, like, whatever craft you're doing, whatever you want to pursue, try to just master it and try to study it and try to adapt and evolve from it as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, though, do you feel like, so like we say, like it's a new decade, a new beginning. How about let's take it back and think about it into like day by day. Like, let's say today you had the worst day of your life. How do you feel about, like, I mean, it's two separate questions. How do you feel about people who continue that? Like, let's say they have the worst day of their life today, and they keep on continuing it to the next day. And then how you feel about people that mentally know, like, I know I had a bad day today, but it's a new day, it's a new start. Like, what kind of path you think, like, for people who's taking the path, obviously, that you shouldn't take, which is continue, what kind of thought or, like, advice would you say to people that do stuff like that? And then what kind of, like, insight you have on people that actually say, like, you know what's a new day?
I feel like it takes a lot of maturing internally. It takes a lot of self-realization. Like, yo, like if you're in a position where there's always something bad for you, it's not the best environment for you, a lot of toxic things around you, and it's to a point where you keep blaming others, and it's to a point where it's repetitive. It's not others, it's you. Maybe directly it's not you bringing the source, but it's around you. You're not removing yourself from a situation. So I feel like it's okay to isolate yourself and have a one-on-one conversation with yourself, like internally, talk things out to yourself. Be like, yo, like I gotta cut this shit out. I gotta stop doing this. I gotta stop doing that. And I feel like it's just the world we live in our environment. We are very stagnant in society. Yeah. So I feel like not a lot of people have that hunger, that drive to want more for them. A lot of people like look for excuses. Yeah, a lot of people settle. A lot of people settle. Like I feel like if everybody in this world does not settle, this world will be tremendous. Yeah. A lot of creativity, a lot of positive shit. Of course, it's always gonna be bad. That's inevitable. That's the way of life. Yeah. But it'll be more productive for society. More like, bro, like this thing's like there's people, bro, on this planet that literally. It sounds bad, but it's just the facts. Like there's people that does not contribute to society, bro.
Not all, bro. And they take from society, but they contribute to society.
Yeah, they don't contribute to society. Like what are you doing to make society better? What are you doing in your environment? What are you doing in your neighborhoods? What are you doing in your community? You know what I mean? What are you doing for your peers around you?
And even if you're not making it better, like if let's say you don't got the means to make society better, like why are you making it worse? Like if you can't make it 100% better, don't make it 100% worse. Leave it at 0, because in that way there's room for improvement, you know. But I always say, like, if you're around a lot of toxic situations, shit like that, and sometimes you can't get yourself out because you're in too deep. Yeah. Like I know for me, I don't know about you. I talk to myself, bro.
Nah, I do talk to myself.
Because like sometimes, like I tweeted earlier, bro. Why not consult the realest nigga on your team, bro? The realest nigga that you know is yourself. You know everything about yourself. You know what's going to make you happy. You know what's going to make you succeed. So consult yourself. Sometimes sit back and think to yourself, like, damn, I'm around this toxic shit, yo. What can I do to get out of this? Like, you be like, damn, I'm talking to myself. So what, bro? You're talking to yourself, you're going to figure out a way to get out of that situation. Because sometimes you feel like you're trapped. Like, yo, I'm trapped here. Like, I got a toxic female or a toxic woman around me, or, you know, my family's toxic, but you're just there chilling, though. You're not doing nothing to fix it. You know, you just macking like, fuck it, though. Like, but why fuck it, though? When you could actually do something that could put you in a situation, in a brighter light, basically. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you got to look at that. Like, how can I get into a brighter light that's gonna make me feel like, alright, bro, like I'm good. All that toxic shit is behind me. So that's important.
What if you mind sharing? What you would say are some goals that you have for just this year itself that you want to improve for yourself?
For this year, I have a lot of goals for this year. Like one goal is, hopefully nobody in my job is watching, but one goal is, I gotta leave my job. The reason why is I have a great job. I work at Whole Foods. It's a great job. It pays great, and I've moved up it within the company. But I got to think to myself, it's like 2-3 years on the line. That's not where I want to be. It's a great job for now. It pays the bills. It supports me. But my biggest goal is
that's not where you see yourself.
That's not where I see myself. My biggest goal is what steps am I gonna take right now? Because this is my time. What steps am I gonna take to tell myself like I can comfortably leave this job and go into the next job and take all the skills that I've learned from previous jobs and say, this is where I'm comfortable at. This is where I can see myself grow.
What's your value? What you offer to the table?
Yeah, like this is what I bring, and this is how I know I can make it better. So like sometimes that's key, bro. Like you gotta like a goal that you have to set for yourself is like think about where you want to be and how you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Like I know where I want to be and I know what I want to do and what I went to school for. And this year is one of those years that I'm gonna take to sit back. Like this is a sit back year for me and tell myself like, basically this is like a waste year. I'm gonna look at it as weighing my options. Seeing what I could do to take myself to the next level next year. Like this is where I gotta be financially. This is where I gotta be. Around my environment, the people around me. And then next year is when I'll be like, all right, let's get it. Like it's that time. But like for example, like what would you say for you?
So I was reading something at the beginning of the year, right? And it said something that it was some horoscope type shit, and it said like keywords for every horoscope, like what to look for within a year was the word. For me, the word was expansion. I like that word a lot. I like the word because to me that word could mean
anything
like expanding my thoughts, expanding my wisdom, expanding my vocabulary, my career, my goals, expanding with my hobbies, expanding with myself, expanding myself to others as well, to loved ones, people I care about, my health, my passion.
I mean, you're already feeling with this right now, but fuck it.
But yeah, it's not easy to be like boom and just drop. You gotta build. There's a process. Like, minimize it. Oh, you do this 5 times, let me do it 3 times. 3 times, 1 time. It's a process. But progress. Everybody got their own time, their own pace. But yeah, man, that's definitely what I'm looking into, and look more into my other side project that I choose to not disclose with you guys yet, but you guys will see it soon.
But you're not gonna give them a sneak peek, bro.
Nah, bro. Though my inner people know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't want to say it only because.
Just stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
That's
it.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned if you want to know.
Yeah, you're gonna see GilbertSzn out somewhere, man. Making moves, but yeah, man.
Be surprised if you're looking at signs up there and you see Gilbert's name with his picture, like.
Yeah, man.
Like, don't be surprised, man.
But expansion-wise, I do want to start collabing with other people. I actually went to some event last week or the week before. Yeah, right. And it was dope, man. It was a good networking opportunity. It was also good to support a fellow acquaintance that I have with my friend as well. Had the chance to promote my podcast. I got the chance to meet other podcasters as well, interchange social medias and stuff. I would like to reach out to them as well. Create content, create conversations, because collabing never hurts.
Yeah.
You help me, I help you. We both help each other.
What do you feel was your biggest takeaway from that event, though? Like
my biggest takeaway is just the fact that I got up there, bro, and I promoted my shit.
Yeah, then
I didn't, because prior to me, like I wouldn't have done that, bro.
You be in a show, like
yeah,
you be scared to say something.
I got out of my show, again. I was talking like what's the content about, what is it, the direction,
right?
And my biggest takeaway is the fact that I met other people doing similar things as me, which is pretty freaking dope. Like I always want to meet people who do creative shit. I met niggas that do film shit. I know niggas that do camera work. I know niggas that are models.
Right.
I know niggas that make music.
So like me seeing you the past couple of years, I've definitely seen the growth and the potential, and like how you broke out of that shell and you started doing new things that like old Gilbert would never do.
Right.
Like that time that you was doing the performance. Remember, like in
The
Buff?
video I showed you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's me taking that out of my... I would never in my mind.
Never do that.
Hell no,
in
nigga.
high school, Gilbert would never. Gilbert wouldn't even look at a stage. Like, it's a dub, bro. He'll look at a baseball field, he ain't looking at no stage.
Yeah.
But I fuck with that, bro. Like, you breaking out of that shell. Yeah. Even this is not something you would have done in the past.
That's a fact.
So, like...
That's a fact. I had to get comfortable with my voice.
Yeah, you got to take what you learn. So I want you to take what you learned and, like, what's one key advice, if you was to give it in, like, a short paragraph, what's one key advice you'll give to people who are going through exactly what you went through in terms of, like, being in a shell or being scared to voice their opinion and being scared, like, being scared to say something because they don't want to be judged?
Man, just be real with yourself, man. Just do what you want to do. I personally, this is how I view my life. This is what I partake in my life, and you guys can either agree, disagree. I try to not. I don't try to fit in. I never try to fit in with crowds. I never try to fit in with people doing things as me. I be myself, man. I do things because I want to do it. There's gonna be people that are gonna support it. There's people that's gonna like me. There's people that's gonna dislike me. I'm not the type of person I don't try to fit in because why would I try to fit in to be something I'm not? Which takes more work than be yourself. And some people could call me whatever. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, you're true to yourself, man. And some people do see that. Like you're that as you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you being yourself, whether you have bad traits or not, if you are always yourself, people are gonna accept it because they're gonna say,
and they know what you are.
Yeah, but that's him. It's
so you could take it or leave it.
Yeah, it's up to me whether or not you want to get involved with something like that, friendship bars or whatever. Like, it's really up to you.
And I'm pretty sure, people will go around and ask, for me or who I am. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people that I've met, if people were to ask them, oh, how's Gilbert or what's Gilbert like or whatever, I don't think people. I think
people will definitely have a lot of good shit to say, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, not to see high myself, but I feel like people. I don't think people will be like, yo, this nigga's mad shady or this nigga's mad untrustful. I'm just me, man. You get what you see. That's basically it. And
if you don't like it, that's on you.
That's on you, man. And I'm not gonna force it either. I don't force shit, bro. I don't force relationships. I don't force friendships.
Which is something new too that us growing up, we had to learn.
Yeah.
When you was younger, you wanted to protect that friendship.
Right.
When you're younger, people you meet, you be like, damn, I don't want to lose that friendship. But when you get older, you tell yourself I'm happy I lost that friendship because I grew from it.
Which was best for you.
Yeah.
And back to the advice, what I would suggest for people too, man, is just change, man. Change. I feel like change is a word that has mixed reviews, but I feel like change doesn't always necessarily have to be a bad thing because I feel like with change comes growth. And with change, the more change you have, the less stagnant you could become because you have different things you're looking forward to. You have different goals and aspirations. So, man, I could say that at 22, going to 23 soon.
Jordan year,
23, you already know the vibes. Yeah, man, me 2 years ago, 3-4 years ago, I'm not the same person I was, bro.
Yeah, that's growth.
And that's growth, like you said.
Yeah.
And
able to, sorry to cut you off, but is able to see your flaws and sit back and say, these are my flaws. How can I fix it?
Yeah.
If you know, the first step to change is knowing what's the problem. If 100 people are telling you this about you, they're more than likely right. If one person says it, whatever.
That could be an opinion.
Yeah, you check it with a grain of salt. But if 100 people are saying the same thing about you, then you gotta sit back and of course you're not trying to please nobody, but you gotta think to yourself if 100 people are telling me this about me, then maybe it's me. Maybe it's something I gotta do to break that shower to change. But don't be scared to change, man. But one thing is no matter how high you are, how great you are, you can always be better. There's no limit to how great you can be.
Yeah. Exactly.
LeBron.
Gotcha, right?
LeBron is a god, bro. There's no, he could get better, bro. He's 35, bro.
That nigga different.
And he could do more, bro. Even Jordan at when he was in the age, Kobe. There was always more you could do.
Yeah, there's always. That's how I look at it, bro. I'm on Earth. This is I don't know if it resonates, but try to get the gist. Hear me out. So I'm on Earth, right? I'm shooting for the stars, but I land on the moon. What does that mean? That means that you aim for something very high or very you aim for a big ceiling. I landed on the moon, but why the moon doesn't necessarily mean that I regressed. You know, that's still an improvement from Earth.
Take a step.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just a reference. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, man, like always it's best if you aim high, and even if you don't even if you don't land where you're that at that highness, but you still make progress. That's good of itself because it puts you in a better position than when you're at, rather than just be, oh, let me just live stagnant. Let me just
even with what you just said. Let's say you aim for the stars, but you land on the moon. Guess what? You're just one step closer to the stars.
Right, I can still shoot for the moon.
Yeah, you can still shoot for the stars.
For the stars.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're one step closer. Yeah. Thank yourself.
Yeah.
Like imagine going from the Earth to the stars, and then you land on the moon, and you be like, damn, yo, I didn't get the star. Nigga, you one step closer to that shit, bro. You better jump again. Like, oh, fuck it, bro. You landed in one place. You learn what you gotta learn. You experience what you gotta experience. And you take that and you jump to the stars, bro.
Right.
It is what it is.
And another thing, now we're talking about the decade shit too, like reflecting on the last decade and like, how we grew, blah, blah. But this decade was really, really, really like important in my life only because like a lot of things happened. So let me get more in detail with it. Like everybody that knows me well, they know my life was baseball. My life was baseball. I go to school, baseball. I come home late, baseball.
Yeah, because of baseball.
Wake up, school, baseball. Or practice in the morning sometimes. Or the summer dedicated to baseball. I did go to DR, but like I played baseball in DR.
Yeah, your life was revolved around
life was legit baseball. So with that being said, it's like that was something for me that I grasped at like 4 years old in DR, and it was always there, and that was my life. So I do wish I would have continued because I feel like where my talents was at, but at the same time, I don't always look at it as a loss because I feel like since I didn't pursue it and continued it, it gave me the opportunity to know myself even more because I feel like there was things that I didn't know about myself. You know what I mean? That I discovered. Like I learned the fact that there's other things that I do have interest in because I had a moment in my life, a phase where I'm like, yo, like if there's no baseball, what the fuck I'm gonna do? What the fuck do I like?
Do you feel like baseball gave you discipline?
Yeah, definitely. It gave me discipline.
Like in what ways? That shit only happens to you, bro.
I know.
You slacking. In what ways, like, would you say, like, I feel like in our for example, like, our kids, bro, like, we really got to put them in, like, we was talking about it earlier today, bro, like, for our kids and the generation under us, it's straight up technology on their phone. Like, I have a niece who's 9. She got an XR, bro. Like, you're 9. You're 9 years old. At 9, I barely had a TV, bro. I had the big box TVs.
Yo, the heavy shits.
Yeah, the heavy shit. Took 3 people to hold it and shit. Like, come on. And then like now I'm thinking about it and it's like, yo, the generation under us, like, we have to try to find a way. And you said this too, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, at first I didn't agree, but then I thought about it, like, yo, you're right. We gotta try to find a way to balance it out. Like, okay, you can have the technology because that's your future, but baseball helped you tremendously, so we gotta make sure that our youth is also active, which is something you
get me out the streets, bro, for sure, and bad influences.
Technology, like for example, like even social media, like it's a great thing for exposure, but it can also be a bad thing for these kids because I wouldn't like to see my 9-year-old niece on Instagram, because what they could get influenced by.
Like there's creeps, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like you can get influenced by the worst shit ever, and it's like, yo, God forbid I get on Instagram and I see like she's on Instagram, and then you got like these 40-year-old creeps just commenting on her pictures. Like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, you're crazy. But that's where we got to take them out of that social media realm. Cause yo, I don't know how you feel about this, but I have to say this for the record: social media is not real life.
No, it's not.
It's not your life.
Nigga, you only see the good side of people.
Yeah.
How do I know that's your good? How do you know you're always on your good?
Yeah, like
how do I know that's really you? You know what I mean?
Facts.
And low key, with social media, bro, I'm really iffy right now. I'm in a weird stage only because like I don't post that many pictures, bro.
No, you post your content.
I post my content mostly now. Yeah,
because you're using it for you using social media, which is what I noticed. using social media for the purpose it was originally intended for
expansion,
for
branding,
growth, for
marketing, all that shit.
Yeah, like
networking.
Being a model on social media is not a job. Men and women, it's not a job. But if that's what you want to take, like if that's what you want to do,
it builds a portfolio.
You build your portfolio, and it could build your connections to other places,
or other people that have similar interests. Or
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot of for example, like niggas like Shaggy, like Desi Banks and all of that stuff. Like even the boy that you put me on to the other day. I think I got him right here. Like
the nigga from my school.
Yeah. Like even like that. Like I would like that. People like that are doing the right thing, bro. Like they're using it as a means for growth, as a means for exposure. They're not using it as a means for, oh shit, I just got 100 likes. Okay, how much money you made off the 100 likes? 0. So what is it really doing for you?
Yeah, bro. And I feel like the reason why I feel like I don't post that much is because I noticed that shit really distracts you.
Of course.
Like you start getting to a point where you like a lot of people do shit for likes. A lot of people care about that shit, and I feel like a lot of people use social media for self-validation.
Yeah.
And like, of course, everybody ideally wants to be validated, but I feel like it's not genuine or natural like that. Like I feel like it's just like, oh, I have 50 likes, but I thought I wanted 100. 100 niggas like, oh shit, oh I'm lit. But sometimes that don't really matter, man. Like, again, like you said, like it's not real. You don't always show your best version because who the fuck are you to just show your bad side on social media? You know what I mean? Yeah,
why would I show?
Why would I show that?
So why would I show that I'm broke on social media?
Type shit. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Niggas don't do that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a false reality, and it really fucks up with people's minds. Yeah. You see somebody like you think they're doing good for themselves. You see them in person, you be like, yo, you just wearing like Gucci belts and like Louis clothes, like all of that. But I see you right now with some ripped Nike like sweats and a raggy sweater. So it's like, so you're telling me you waste your last $500 to get an expensive outfit, to post a picture, to get 2,000 likes, and that's it.
Right,
you feel validated because you got 2,000 likes. You know why? What makes me feel validated? Every 2 weeks when I see my check, I get back. That's my validation. Like I got paid, validation. That means I'm good. Like I did what I had to do.
Right.
I don't feel validated by getting 2,000 likes. That shit don't make me like, I don't get that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Like, that shit don't make me feel better. Like, cool, I got 2,000 likes. So what? What am I gonna do with those 2,000 likes? How can you take those 2,000 likes and expand on it, take it to the next level? Take 2,000 likes and say, or even like when people get like 10,000 followers, what you gonna do with those 10K followers?
Are you gonna make it useful? Are you gonna be?
Yeah. Are you gonna just keep posting half naked pictures and be like, "Fuck it, I'm good." 10,000 went to 200,000 because I just posted naked pictures, but you're just exposing yourself.
Social media is toxic, bro.
Yeah, bro, and
like to the mind, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of haters on social media,
bro.
Too,
I never like high key. I never like deactivated any of my social medias. I would do it, but the only reason I'm not doing it is because of my work. For promotion purposes, you feel me?
Using it for the right reason.
And I'm using it, exactly.
It's your marketing tool.
Exactly, and it's not strictly podcasts. Like if you see my page, like I promote like current events, music, news, questions, debates, topics, polls to keep people interactive, keep people engaged, and and that I feel like that's more productive. You feel me?
Yeah, that's the right way to use it.
Putting bullshit.
Yeah, like yo. I ain't gonna lie, like, no funny. Like, yeah, it's cool to see it. Sometimes, like, oh, yeah, she posted a picture and she naked on the beach, whatever. Like, cool, that's cool to see. But it's like, I know for a fact, I don't know about you, I ain't gonna date a girl that's posting half naked pictures of herself. So it's like, you only fucking it up for yourself at the end of the day. When you use social media for the wrong things, which is what a lot of people in our generation do, like, you're only putting that bad image on yourself. Because then when you go for a job and they look at your social media, or they ask you, like, oh, what's your resume? Oh, I was an Instagram model. Okay, cool. I'll call you back. I'm never going to call you back for the job. Because if your only experience is being a social media, you're not influencers, bro. Like, why people do that, bro? Like, Gilbert is an influencer. What he's trying to do is, he's in the early stages of trying to be an influencer.
Thank you, bro.
But you feel like somebody posting naked pictures of influencer? Like, what are you influencing?
Yo, I ain't going to lie, bro. Fuck, bro. With social media, bro, like, it was one day last year, I was just scrolling, right, through my IG, and I'm like, yo, like, I fake got a lot of ass on my shit. Pause.
Pause.
Whoa, not really. Well,
wow. Bro.
No,
what do you wait? Time.
I said not really because it depends on the context.
What do you mean, pause, bro? Yo,
the way it's all right. I said pause because the way it sounded, but I said not really because of the context.
Yeah, like no, you got a lot of girls.
That's what I meant. Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's just the way I said.
So you're falling into what they want you to fall into, which is
the distraction.
Yeah, like my post and follow me.
Yeah. So it's like, yo, I was having a sit down with myself and I was scrolling. And I'm like, yo, like this is like too toxic for the mind, bro. Like this is distracting. This is not really productive. This not making me do things that I want to do, like for myself, you know. So I still got a lot, but I deadass was on some, you know, because niggas be following fucking models and shit for the moment and shit, you know. It looks good, you can't deny it. But on some G shit, like I was realizing, I was like, damn, nah, like I have too much. But I started following mad people,
I did that too,
mad IG models, all that. Of course I still got, but time by time, you know, like minimize that shit, because that shit is too. That shit don't have your mind straight, bro. So it's like,
no, yeah, because like you said, bro, like it's a false reality, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know that's not what it look like in person. Like you know what a filter can do to somebody, bro. Like a filter will make you look going from like some raggedy hood girl to like a fucking a queen or some shit, bro. It's weird, bro. How like remember that person that went viral was a girl with her mans that the guy was like. So this is what my girl posts, but this is what she looked like in person. And on Instagram, she looked like she looked beast, but in person she looked horrible.
Damn.
So it's like, damn, bro, that's what niggas is doing now, bro. What is that? Like you catfishing basically. Like then they start posting on their thing. They got 400K followers talking about, oh, this is my cash app. Okay, which one to send you $1? Dub. I'm not supporting them antics. It's a dub. Like, yeah, it look good, but
they finesse though, cause man niggas fit into it.
Yeah, like, man bozos, bro. Right? You think I'm gonna send like that premium account? Like, are you dead ass, bro? Like, yo, money of that shit. Are niggas that lame that they have to pay to get pictures of somebody that they would never meet and never do nothing with for pleasure? Like, bro, go outside and fucking talk to somebody, and you'll get way more pleasure than paying $30 fucking for a picture that you got and 100 people probably got the same
shit,
picture.
Yeah.
Like they probably, and that shit probably Googled, bro. Like niggas probably Google a picture of their complexion or whatever and then send it to you and you just pay 30 cash. Like you could have got it for free on Google. Like I don't know. But then again, they're making their money though, so you can't
knock the hustle.
Yeah, you can't knock the hustle. Yeah. We can knock the idiots that supporting this hustle. I know for a fact I will never support that premium bullshit. Like fuck that.
Yeah, man, I just try to fucking make moves, bro. Now that's where I'm at right now, and all those people that I reach out to, y'all know who y'all are, that I would like to work with, connect, collab, do our shit. We time is now, bro. We gonna do our shit. Just
the decade is now.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. And y'all know who y'all are. We working. Yeah, man, you guys is gonna see it soon, man. The results will speak for itself. I don't gotta say it. You know, y'all guys will see it.
The actions is gonna speak.
Yeah, and I try to surround myself now around people that are gonna help me for myself and are working towards similar directions or goals as me. You know, because ultimately that's what you want for yourself. And you just limit your distractions. You feel me? Like know who you're giving you access to from your life. Because I feel like not everybody should have access to your life, man. That leads to a dangerous path.
Yeah, like one thing I say too is like,
and a lot of people, bro, they don't support you shit. Even though if you never caught them talking shit, happens, bro.
It happens. You
can't control that. But what you can control is the access you give to people and
like
energy.
Even with that, like I'd rather have 10 lions on my team
than 100 sheep.
Than 100 sheep.
Really? Say that again.
I'd rather have 10 lions than 100 sheep. Because those 100 sheep are gonna be yes men.
Oof.
Those 10 lions are gonna tell me what it is. And that's the biggest way to grow. Like if there's something Gilbert does in his pockets that maybe I don't agree, I'll be like, yo, you should have done it this way. And I feel like I have said it before. Like, yo, maybe you should do it this way. He's not gonna get mad. He's gonna take it and be like, yeah, maybe he's right. Maybe he's wrong. If I'm wrong, I vote because you're the one that's in it. You know what you're doing.
Right.
But if I'm right, you take it and you grow from it.
Right.
But 100 sheep would be like, "Nah, you good with what you're doing, but you may not be good with what you're doing." They may be
but
saying,
since you hear those voices, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, "Oh fuck it, I'm gonna keep doing this shit, even though it might not be the right thing."
Right.
So, key point: cut them 100 sheeps down to 10 lines, and I bet you'll be fucking happy. That's a fact.
That comes from Edo the God, man.
Edo the God. Don Tortuga.
Don Tortuga.
Don Tortuga. G.
But yeah, bro, before we wrap it up, man, you have any last words you want to say to the people?
Like I said last time, man, the time is now for y'all to support Gilbert. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm giving y'all the inside scoop. Hopefully Gilbert don't kill me after this. Inside scoop. Support him now. Because trust me, he's on to big. I'm gonna say your word. He's on to big things. He's on to. I would never say that, bro. You got me to say it one time right now. He's on to big things. So support it now. You know, if you feel like there's stuff he could do better, tell him. He's great at taking that type of advice, and I support him no matter what, because that's my brother. If he fail, he fail. I'm still here to help him with the next project, like always. And the door's always open for him. Yeah, right now it's closed, but the door's always open for Gilbert, man. So support him now. You know, help him out. Do what you gotta do. For the people that hit you up, take a lab. Trust me, man. It's definitely worth it, bro. This nigga knows. He don't like to say it, but I love Gilbert. He love us, all of us, our group. This nigga don't like to say it. I don't know. This nigga's weird, but he got our love and he got our support. So hopefully you guys support him too, just like we do.
Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Yeah, man. Big things coming soon, man. Stay tuned. And like I keep telling you in previous podcasts, like I'm really, really focusing on it right now. There's some moves that I'm making for it, and stay tuned.
There's gonna be. Want to miss out.
There's gonna be some giveaways real soon. Just be patient with me. I'm working on something. And we're gonna take this to the next level. So man, just be patient. And I have a couple more podcasts on the stash coming soon. Working on another one next week. You guys will really like that one as well. But make sure you listen to this one so you can know.
If you don't listen to this one, you can't listen to the next one. You gotta go in order. You gotta know in order because most likely you're gonna be confused. Trust on that.
And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Gilbert Moda. Check my SoundCloud at Gilbert Moda as well. You can find my podcast there. All the podcasts is there. The SoundCloud is just the audio version right now. I include the mixes typically at the end or sometimes intermissions in the podcast. And yeah, man, and I'm gonna grow with this podcast, man. And I'm eventually just give me some time, be patient. But this podcast eventually is gonna be available on Spotify, Apple. Still gonna be on SoundCloud.
And at that point, we're gonna start charging. You're gonna start charging at that point.
Eventually,
start charging. At that point, it's gonna be $100 a minute, bro. Because
eventually, your price went up. You know, you level up type shit. But
LeBron James.
You already know, man. GilbertSzn here. Another podcast, episode 23. New decade, new beginnings.
Jordan season. You
already know. You guys have questions, subscribe, comment, like, dislike, whatever. Disagree, argue with me, whatever. I'll take it. You could be like Jordan. You can have whatever's left.
I have whatever's left. I'll take whatever's left.
I'll have whatever's left. But yeah, man. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for coming by again. Good talks. Check it out. Season. You know. Jeez. We out, boy. Yeah.